Watch my step-by-step guide on how I smoked my first rump cap. Alright, so I started the process off by quickly lining up the smoker and getting it ready to get some heat involved before I started chopping down the rump cap. Alright, so the first thing is to get this bad girl ready to be able to smoke. So what I'm doing here is just cutting off a little bit of the fat and the excess fat what's here, and also figuring out where the grain is. I put a slice down so I know where to cut it after I'm finished. Quickly cut down a little bit of this fat so it renders quite nicely. Alright, now that we've cut it down, we are finished. Oh my gosh, it is looking gorgeous. Alright, now for the fun part, this seasoning. I'm using mustard as a binder, and then I'm using some basics like garlic, pepper, salt for the first rub. Then I put a cherry rub on after that for a bit of sweetness, and then I put a beef brisket rub on as well for the final seasoning. Make sure you get all around the sides and everything. Pick it up, move it around, make sure you get everything covered in the seasoning. Alright, the smoker just got to temperature between 107 and 130 Celsius. We've got to cook this bad girl for about 2 to 3 hours. So let's whack it on. We've got the internal temperature probe in there so we can check the temps. Alright, so it's been about an hour and a half, 2 hours now, so I'm whacking a little bit more coal on because it's starting to drop temp a little bit. So whacking some more of this in to keep them high temps up, and some baguettes as well, which is going to hold that temp a bit better. Also, come on man, should have realised I forgot my goddamn gloves. And look at me. Alright, this is the pork belly burnt ends, what we're going to make as well. They're already cut up into squares. We took them off the skewers. Now to whack these in. God, these are looking good. We're going to whack these straight onto the grill itself to be able to get that smoke and get that cooked away. Alright, now we put the pork belly burnt ends in. Have a quick look at the rump cap while we got it in this video. Oh my gosh, it's looking gorgeous already. Alright, so it's been about 3 hours now, 120 to 130 degrees Celsius, and now it's 65 internal temperature. We're going to wrap it, put some butter on top, and we've got some garlic and salt there as well. Let's wrap this bad girl up. I put it in butcher's paper so it gets a little bit more airflow in there as well. Now that we wrapped it up, it's time to go back in for another few hours while we're still waiting for these pork belly burnt ends as well. Let's rack up the temp a little bit. I raised the temp to about 135 Celsius, and after about an hour, I decided to open it up and quickly turn the burnt ends so that we can get an even cook throughout. So I'm just going to quickly go and turn all these around, and then we're going to go and whack it back on for another hour. Now, the pork belly burnt ends have been in here for about 2, almost 3 hours, looking absolutely gorgeous. We're going to whack them in this tin here, what I've quickly foiled up, and put some honey in there as well. We need to season it, so what we're going to do is butter, brown sugar, and honey, guys, and push it all in and seal it up for another few hours in the smoker. This is the first time I've made pork belly burnt ends, so let's see how they turn out. Make sure you wrap it up tight. And I couldn't find a spot to put it in, but we found one. Close it up. Don't lose the smoke. Alright, now for the first look after wrapping it for about 2-3 hours in the smoker. Alright, we're going to check the probe tenderness. This is when you stick the probe in and feel how tough it is going to be. Alright, if it slides in there good, she's Gucci. If not, if it's tough, a little bit longer, alright? I think another half an hour, 45, maybe an hour.
A little bit more, I think.
And then she... Okay, so another hour in the smoker. The internal temperature of the rump cap's about 90 degrees, which is where that fat renders down. This is our first look. Let's have a gander. Oh my gosh, it's looking absolutely gorgeous. I just had a look at that line where I marked before so I could figure out where to cut, and we're slicing into this rump cap, so deliciously juicy. Alright, I'm going to have to redo the taste, and oh my gosh, melts in the mouth. It's incredible. Look how this is a thick piece, but look how it just pulls apart. It's just, oh my gosh, so melt in mouth meat. It's just unbelievably good. I gotta go in for a second. Oh, it's just gorgeous. All right, let's have a first try of our pork belly burnt ends. This is the first time us trying it. I don't even know what to expect, but yes! Oh, they were beautiful. I had to go back for seconds and thirds and maybe even fourths, and homemade potato salad too. Oh, guys, it was so gorgeous. If you like the video, if you like this sort of content, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, guys. Hit that like button. You're incredible. You're amazing.